Hello, everyone. Thanks for being on this call. Let's show you what it takes to write business, starting from getting your leads to the process of dialing the lead, preparing for the appointment, the tools you're going to need to go on the appointment, and we'll show you how this thing works kind of from the beginning to end. So let's go ahead and show you how to get into our lead program. So the first thing you need to do is get into the ARC system. And let's sign in. Cool. Then let's go check out Oasis, my leads. And this is our lead system. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, I always love checking this out. Let's look at our lead map. Let's look in Ohio, where I live. Oh my gosh, look at all these leads in inventory. That's insane. There's Cuyahoga. That's Franklin. That's around Columbus, Ohio, 249. 97 in Hamilton County. That's Cincinnati. I mean, that is insane. Anyway, I'm easily diverted. So much opportunity. So let's go ahead and get to the part about downloading my own leads. So I'm filtering out my own leads. So it's really easy. We just click on the leads, the latest lead downloads that we received. Fresh, hot off the press. And I'm going to download them. Zip and download. So now that my leads are downloaded in the zip file, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print these leads. So I have the paper copy of these leads. So we print out the paper copies of the leads so I can write on them. Because now that I've downloaded them, I'm going to look in my handy dandy schedule and see when I'm going to book my appointments. And then I'm going to get on the phone to book these appointments. And let's show you how that works. So you get to hear, actually hear me go through a script. So check this out.
Hello?
Hello, Brandy.
Yes?
Hey, Brandy. My name's Alex. I'm with the Family Protection Center. You had sent in a form back on, looks like August, looking for some newlywed life and disability coverage on you and Charles. This was back based on your marriage on the on August 5th, 2017. So I just wanted to...
I'm sorry. Start all over because my phone cut out and I didn't catch everything you said. I apologize.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I received this form that you sent in. I'm calling from the Newlywed Life and Disability Center, and you sent this form in based on your marriage on August 5th, 2017. You sent this form in on the 14th, and I was just checking out the information here, just verifying it. It says here that you're 38 and you're 5'8", 250. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you wrote down here that Charles' age is 39 and he's 5'7", 270.
Yeah.
Okay. And you wrote down, or you checked off that you both are non-smokers?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the address here is Elm Street in Germantown. Is that still a good address for y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, my job, Brandy, is to get this information to you, and I'm going to be working in that Germantown area tomorrow afternoon and Monday. Which day is better to get with you and Charles? It takes about 15 minutes to get you this information, and I'll get out of your hair.
Okay, what exactly is this for again?
Okay, this is for
I don't know if you remember the form. Form says your response is requested to determine your eligibility for newlywed life and disability coverage. There are no physical exams or yeah. So I've got some time like tomorrow afternoon between say 1 and 2 o'clock, or Monday night like between 6 and 7. Which might work better for you guys?
Monday would be better. Oh no, because I have soccer practice.
Oh, when do you get back from that?
We get back from soccer practice. It's from 6:15 to 7. So we're usually home by 7:30.
Okay, I could probably be there between 8 and 8:30.
Okay, that would work.
Okay, awesome. And I've got your already verified your Elm Street. Now, is that is there going to be like a light on your house, or your number's going to be on your like mailbox or on the house?
Yeah, and I also have a white Crown Vic in front of the house as well. So.
Okay, it doesn't have like police lights on the top of it, does it?
No.
You know, they don't make those anymore, and those cars are awesome.
I have one that was never a police car. It was one owner before me. It was an elderly couple. So
those are highly sought after vehicles, if you don't already know that.
Oh yeah, I love my Crown Vic. I usually drive my husband's car, but I drove it last night. So I really miss my car. So.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. Well, Brandy, I will see you guys. What time? I said like between 8 and 8:30, right? On Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see you guys then. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right, so now that I've booked my calendar, the next thing I have to do is prepare for the appointment. So I'm going to take a look at the person on this lead. At the end of the phone call, I found out their medications and some information about them so I could actually do some underwriting. In other words, look up the underwriting guidelines and on my phone, my smartphone, to see what products can be appropriate according to their health, the type of lead, and how much insurance they're looking for. So I'm going to show you if that works. It's a pretty simple process as far as looking up the underwriting guidelines and then preparing for the appointment. So here's what that looks like. All right, now it's time to prepare for the appointment. So in order to prepare for the appointment, we need to see if the client will fit into the products that we have in mind. So for example, if the client filled out a mortgage protection lead, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to see, first of all, if they can fit into that product simply by their height and weight and medications. And so we go to the alliancequoting.com website, and if you go to the bottom, and this is on your smartphone, it's so much easier to do it on your smartphone, is that we're going to go look first at their height and weight to see if their height and weight fits. And so let's say, so we're going to go to the height and weight charts by carrier, and I like that the CFG product for a lot of reasons. And so I'm going to go to the CFG height and weight chart, Claiming Financial Group, Safe Shield term. So this shows me what the height and weight guidelines are for the client for its Claiming Financial Group. Again, I like CFG because they pay quick. Their underwriting guidelines are pretty good, and they seem to be one of our strongest carriers. Okay, so now that I see that their height and weight's good, then I want to know, hey, are they going to fit into the age? So I'm going to look at age, as far as age and the amount of insurance they're looking for. So I'm going to go to the product pocket guide, and then since it's a mortgage term product, I'm going to open up mortgage term, CFG Safe Shield, and there it gives me the parameters of Safe Shield. It shows me the term periods of 15, 20, and 30, but more importantly, it shows me by age. So if he's 55 years old, it looks like that I can cover a 30-year term. It says here ages 18 through 55, but the return of premium only goes up to age 50, so I can't do a return of premium option on him. Then below that is the face values. We can write them as low as $25,000 up to $250,000. So in this case, his mortgage is $96,000. So I see that I can cover him there. So now I'm going to look at the medications to see if his medications and his health can fit into it. So I go to the mortgage term underwriting grid. And here I can look up his situation. So let's say, for example, he's got diabetes. So I'm going to look up diabetes and click on that, and it's going to open up for all our major carriers for mortgage terms: CFG, Foresters, Mutual of Omaha, Phoenix, and National Western Life. So I'm going to look at Safe Shield, and I'm going to look at the parameters for diabetes. Okay, so it looks like you can get covered with diabetes. So let's see if there's something else. Let's say, for example, he's got a heart problem. Or cancer, let's say cancer. So cancer, decline if, and it gives me all the reasons why they would decline someone with cancer. Okay, so it's not automatically a decline for every cancer, but it'll give me the idea of which one. There's DUI is on here, right? So be very familiar with the different conditions that we can get them covered with, and that's what we do with that. So now I'm going to run a rate. Okay, so I'm going to go to my CFG SIT, and I'm going to pick the state that I'm in, Ohio. Okay, and then let's say the guy's 55, so I'm going to type in 55. He's non-tobacco. I'm not going to do return of premium because I don't think we can do return of premium for his age for a 30-year term. So we're going to do 30-year term, and the mortgage amount is $96,000. So we type that in, and then we scroll back to the top, and you can see at the top it's $155.31 for a $96,000 policy for a 55-year-old for 30 years. But I want to show them other options. So I'm going to throw in, let's do $75,000. What is it for $75,000? It's $122.47 a month. What is it for 50? So the lower options would give his spouse enough money to maybe refinance the house so that the mortgage is cheaper and she's able to afford it on her income. So $50,000 is $83.39. And then also look at the minimum, which is $25,000. And maybe this will give his wife time to pay the mortgage payment, maybe 2 years of mortgage payment, so she can decide what she wants to do. $25,000 is $44.30 a month. I'm only going to usually give them only 3 options that I'm going to write down. But I'm going to write these quotes in little crib notes behind the lead so I can get an idea of what I'm going to pull out and show when I show them 3 options. I'm not going to show them all 4 or 6 or 8 or whatever I do. I'm only going to show them 3, but at least I got an idea without having to run the rate in front of them and spend that time. I can just pull it out and write it on the quote sheet, the 3-option quote sheet, okay? So that's what I'm going to do there. All right, now that I've calculated rates and I've put them on the back of the lead form, I'm going to go run my appointment. So this is where we put all our stuff in a bag and we have our handy-dandy ATM, okay? And so going out and sitting down with a couple, we use this, I'm just going to throw this around here. We're going to use this system to sit down with people called the Alliance Training Manual. So we're going to flip through the flip chart with the client, tell them about me, show them a picture of my family, the companies I represent, find out about them, their financial picture, why is this important. If I'm selling a mortgage protection lead, I'll go over this slide. If I'm selling a final expense lead, I cover this slide. We talk about what happens next, and then we're going to lay out the quote. We're going to write on a separate quote sheet that looks just like this, 3 options. They're going to pick an option, and once they pick an option, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out an electronic application. So let's show you what an electronic application looks like, and just a real quick and dirty on going through the electronic application process. All right. Now, this is an electronic process, pretty cool. You never have to worry about getting a signature. It's all done right there. It goes off to the insurance company electronically so they can immediately underwrite it. And in many cases, you'll see that policy being issued within minutes, if not hours, from when you submitted it. It really is cool. And then you get paid pretty quick too. You get paid the next pay cycle, which is on Friday, once that policy gets issued. So, man, that's as simple as it is. From downloading your leads, to booking your appointments, to preparing for your appointment, then running an appointment using our ATM system, writing the client up on an electronic application, getting the policy issue paid, so you get a commission on it, and then that policy is going to be delivered to the client. And when it gets delivered to the client, we're going to go over there. We're going to sit down with the client, go over the policy, cover the major highlights of the policy, make sure the client is comfortable with it. They understand why they got it, why they got the policy, and all the reasons why they need to keep it in order to protect their families. So that's as simple as the process is. And we're going to teach you everything through our system, our webinars, and our live meetings. All right? So that is it. Rock on.